Before we begin today's practice, I just want to take a moment to talk about why somatics can be so powerful and why I've really discovered that it's such a profound practice that I personally believe would be beneficial for everyone. So, somatics, while many people can relate it to yoga because you're getting into the body, it is not the practice of yoga. Somatics allows us to take a moment to calm our nervous system, to be more aware of the present moment, to be more in our bodies, and to really expand our bandwidth and build resilience when we're in a moment of stress. Although our minds may have gotten past something, whether that's a childhood trauma, an interaction with your boss that kind of left you feeling elevated or agitated, or whatever the case might be, where you felt kind of out of sorts, where you weren't calm, where you weren't collected, where you were feeling either elevated or depressed, our minds can think that we're past that, but our bodies will hold on to the emotions in our connective tissues, in our muscles, in the water within us, and our organs, because our body is still trying to protect us. So just like you may have heard the example of our bodies or our nervous systems not being evolved to realize that your boss's angry text message isn't the same as a saber-toothed tiger attack, we don't have that understanding with our mind-body connections. Our body and our mind, our subconscious mind, is trying to protect us from perceived threats, which can cause physiological responses, which can also lead to discomfort in the body long term. So there are many, many ways to use somatic practices, to use the awareness of coming into your body, to release trauma, to release held patterns of tension in the body, to help with physical pain and ailments, sometimes things like stomach issues, skin issues. And while all of that can be utilized, we're just going to start with a very simple practice today to kind of give you an idea, an example, a taste of both how powerful this can be and to give you a very safe space. If you dive into the deep end, so to speak, of somatic practices where you're really immediately trying to release trauma from the body, it can be a very heavy, a very emotional, a very challenging circumstance, situation that can sometimes make it more difficult to get benefits down the line because your body and your nervous system weren't quite prepared for that. So we're going to start really simply today. And if you feel called when we're done with this, or even now, to get an understanding of where in life, in the big picture of things, these practices go hand in hand with, and where in your life that may be experiencing a little bit more stress than you realized, I did make a free life assessment tool with some journal prompts for reflection with the 8 key areas that I've seen with my clients and myself that can really contribute to whether or not we're feeling satisfied and fulfilled, and then tying those into somatic practices. We'll get into more of that later. So first, we're just going to start by getting comfortable. Whether you're laying in bed, sitting in a chair, or on the floor, no matter how you want to sit or lay, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Just taking a minute to settle in, wiggle your body around so that you're nice and cozy. While this practice can be very short, it can also take as long as you feel like you need. So don't feel rushed through this. I'll guide you through right now, and when you decide to come back to this video and use it in the future, you can pause in between. You can get an idea of how you like to flow with this and use it on your own. All right. So now that we're nice and cozy, we're going to breathe. And I know that's such a simple thing, but we often forget how to breathe. So we're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4 and out through our mouth for a count of 6. If you feel safe to do so, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze, and I'll count us through the breaths. So in through the nose, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out through the mouth, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. In through the nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really feeling your ribs expand, and out through the mouth, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, on this one, count yourself in for 4 and hold at the top. And on the exhale, let out a big sigh. One more nice big slow breath in. Now with a sigh. Now if your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them. First thing we're going to do is just bring all of our awareness to this present moment, to the space that you're in. We're going to use all of our senses to do that. So whatever point of contact is on the floor, the bed, the chair, feel that area of your body as you look around the room, noticing any small details, whether that's colors in a picture, plants out through a window, wrinkles on a sheet. Noticing all of the details, whether it's on the ceiling, the walls, the floor. Feeling the temperature of the room on your skin. Listening for any noises, subtle or loud, in your space. Maybe there's a fan on, music, traffic outside, the wind in the trees. Noticing anything that you can smell, hopefully pleasant. One more big breath in. Now noticing where your body touches the surface, and place one hand on our heart, one hand kind of in your armpit, right on the side, and see if you can feel your heartbeat. Notice how it changes with your inhale and your exhale. Maybe it speeds up a little bit when you breathe in and slows down when you breathe out. Now, keeping your hands where they are, you can shift them just slightly if you're more comfortable, and give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze yourself as tightly as you feel like you need in this moment. Maybe you rock back and forth or side to side, like we often were rocked as children. Closing your eyes if you feel safe to do so, or lowering your gaze. Continuing to breathe. And then bring that nice hug compression around your arms, squeezing your shoulders, down the arms. Noticing how the compressions feel on your body. And if it feels safe and comfortable, you can start to bring those compressions to your legs, all the way down to your feet. Maybe massaging your feet for just a moment. Now, if you're in a position that it's safe to do so or comfortable to do so, since I'm here on the floor, we're just gonna sit with our feet flat on the floor, on our bums, and hug your knees into your chest. Now, if you're laying on the floor, that's perfectly fine too. That works great. Or if you're laying on a bed. If you're sitting in a chair, you can just squeeze your chest like you're giving yourself a hug. Allow yourself to rock side to side, keeping all of your focus on the breath. If any emotions arise, any thoughts, acknowledge that they're there. And bring your awareness back into the body sensations. Releasing the knees and the legs now. Whether you cross your hands over or one on the same shoulder, give yourself a little neck massage. All the way up. You can rub the shoulders as well. All the way up the neck, right to the base of the skull. And you can notice any tender points that might be in there. And keep that in mind for later. That's not anything we're going to focus on right now. And then here, we're going to take our hands, interlace them behind our head like you're laying in a hammock. This is great if you're laying down. It's just fine if you're seated as well. Try to put all of the pressure and weight of your head into your hands. Take a big breath in. Really feel your chest expand and release. Now you're going to keep your head straight forward and shift your eyes all the way to either side. So it can be your left or your right, it doesn't matter. You're gonna look all the way over. We're just gonna stay there for a while until you experience something involuntary like a sigh. Maybe it's a hard gulp or a yawn. Getting as far to the side as you can. Remembering to breathe. Bringing your eyes back to the center. And then to the other side as far as you can look. Keeping that head and neck relaxed. Breathing deeply and fully. Till you get that yawn or gulp or sigh. Eyes back to the center. And you can release your hands and give yourself one more big hug. Being here in this moment, thanking your body and your nervous system and even your brain for keeping you safe. And just take a minute now to notice how you're feeling. Maybe your chest and your heart feel a little bit lighter. Maybe your breath feels a little free. Those racing thoughts have slowed down, even momentarily. Being grateful for this moment that you have right now. The process of somatics can be extremely potent, whether you're releasing trauma and trapped emotions or old patterns in the body. Just like the example goes of somebody who has their ears up by their shoulder all the time because they feel like they're carrying the world up there. Reprogramming your nervous system and your body to be able to drop those patterns. Not only does our body feel better, but it actually tells our nervous system and our brain that we are safe. And so if you have a habit of being anxious and always on the go, when you can calm your body and release those patterns physically, you can start to feel and behave in more relaxed and ease-filled ways. Now, obviously, this video is for everyone who comes here, so it's impossible to get into your specific situation. But if you felt like this was beneficial for you, even in just this short practice, I would love for you to be able to visit it as often as you would like. And again, we have the assessment, the life assessment tool, and journal prompts available down in the description below. That will also allow you to receive emails from me, or you can watch here. I'll try to post updates here as well. I'll be launching a mini course soon, a 5-week practice for grounding into the body and beginning to align. There's so much healing work to be done, and I don't necessarily like the word work. We'll do another video on that. But there are so many programs to unravel and things that we've been made to think to try to succeed in life. And while our parents or guardians had the best intentions most of the time, it may not have all aligned with us. So if you're ready to start grounding into your body, figuring out what your values and beliefs are, and beginning to move forward on your path, I'd be honored to join you. And you can get all of the information down below. I'll see you soon.